Greetings metal community, it's Roger back with another video. It's a collection updates. I have mostly vinyl, one CD. So I can take the CD first. That's the new EP from Hideous Divinity. It's called LV426. This is, for those who don't know this band, it's a technical, brutal death metal band out of Italy. Great stuff. And yeah, it's a short one, a little bit murkier in the sound than normally. It's mostly because they have changed the production a little bit, but still very good. You know, if you like technical, brutal death metal, Hideous Divinity is an excellent band, and I really like this. And kind of a slightly change of atmosphere towards the other releases by them. And yeah. And in the background we are listening to one of the best albums I think this year. And that's the new Nekromantheon. Visions of Trismegistos. Excellent, brutal, technical thrash metal. Yeah, totally gonna be high on my list this year. Great vocals, great drumming, great riffing. I mean, everything is great about this album. I can't say it enough. It might end up being my top pick this year, but we have to wait and see. There's still a lot left on this year, but yeah, I mean, if you like brutal, vicious, technical, speedy thrash metal, Nekromantheon is, for the time being, the best of the best. And yeah, I played this album I don't know how many times, and it's just getting better and better. So don't be surprised if this ends up in at least top 5. That's for sure this year. And it's great to have a killer thrash band from Norway. We don't have many of those. Then I bought the new Iron Flesh. The title is something. I don't know. You will find it out. I will link it below. So this is a French band, but they play Swedish death metal, kind of between Stockholm and Göteborg's scene, but and they also have some slower parts that might remind you of Asphyx in a way, but mostly it's Swedish, you know, HM2 death metal. The cover doesn't quite fit the music. I think it's a cool cover, but I was expecting more of a gory, dirty sounding death metal band. But yeah, some not all songs are killer, but yeah, it's a good record, but it's not something that I will pull out often this year. It has a great competition. Then I bought this collection from Decomposed, Laid to Waste. Decomposed was a doomy death metal band from England. Released a great album in '93, I think, called Hope Finally Died, which is a great doomy death metal album in the vein of the English bands. This is a collection of the demos, and one demo was recorded after the Hope Finally Died, so probably they were thinking about releasing new stuff, but that's 4 or 5 songs, but that's without vocal. and they have done something cool, you know, side 1, side 2, and so on. It's a double disc edition, this one. Yeah, great doomy death metal band, and most of these songs have been released on the EP or the Hope Finally Died album, but always in demos you have some slightly different versions of the songs, so it's interesting to and the sound on the demo from '92 is pretty good. The earlier stuff is not so good, and yeah, it would have been interesting to have vocals on the demo from '95, but there was none. Then I have another from England, I do believe, the new Wode, Burn in Many Mirrors. Black metal, I would say, towards the Swedish scene, more of the melodic type, you know. It's easy to mention dissection when you talk about melodic death metal, black metal, but yeah, it's pretty good. I would have liked them to. They have some parts where they turn up the aggression a little bit. I would have wanted more of those, but that's just me. It's a good album. If you like, you know, dissection or the more mid-paced Vatine, I think you will like Wode as well. Then I bought an old Norwegian classic on vinyl. I have it on original CD. It's Aeternus, Beyond the Wandering Moon. This came out in '97. Originally, I think they had the EP came out in '95. I think this came out in '97. Don't remember. This is the double disc version, black vinyl, of course. Aeternus, for those who don't know this band, is one of the first black and death metal bands, and they have like a very, it's kind of atmospheric and brutal at the same time. Killer stuff. I mean, the two first releases and well, the first EP and the two first full length are killer. Also, the later Aeternus is also great, but they are more towards pure death metal. But this is kind of a, I would say, one of the absolute first black and death metal bands. Atmospheric, and yeah, it's just great. So if you haven't heard this one and like that type of music, you should definitely check it out, because it's killer stuff. And the EP that came out in '95 called The Dark Sorcery is also a killer EP, so do check them out. Then on to one of my absolute favorite thrash metal bands of all time, Overkill, Taking Over. I did not have this on vinyl, I have it on original CD. Yeah, just a killer album. This was the first album for me when it came to Overkill back in the days. This came out in '87. You know, the first one is also great. I mean, Overkill is one of the most steady producing or quality producing thrash metal bands there is, and I'm a big fan of these guys, and you know, the vocalists have a pretty unique voice that nobody can duplicate, and yeah, it's so, yeah, this is you know, excellent stuff. Yeah, a lot of thrash in this video. I also bought the demo collection of Paradox. It's called the demo collection 1986-1987. I did show the two first Paradox albums on the thrash special video that I'd made a couple of weeks ago. This is a great release as well. good sound on the demos. Yeah, Black Vinyl, Flogo Record, who released this one. And yeah, Paradox is a great thrash metal band from Germany, and you can also, as I said in my last video, go over to check out Jürgen Aumann's. He talks about the whole discography of Paradox. So if you are wondering about German thrash metal or thrash metal in general, just check out his channel, because he has a lot of cool stuff. And the last one is a maxi single from Undergang from Denmark. Ufrivillig donasjon av vitale organer. I'm not going to try to say it in Danish, because I took the Norwegian version now. Yeah, it will be like unwilling donation of vital organs in English, I guess, something like that. You know, Undergang is a cool, dirty death metal band. I was kind of, you know, I had the first album, but I was kind of not totally impressed by it. But you know, the later years I appreciate Undergang more and more. And it's a great band, and you know, I'm trying to buy all the releases. I have ordered some other stuff, so soon my Undergang collection will be complete. Yeah, sorry for the glare and the light this time. I don't know I haven't done anything out of the normal, but yeah, maybe it's my bright personality who reflects on the camera. That's all for this video. There will be more. I have a ton of stuff coming in from Season of Mist, so maybe mid next week I will have another collection update. Until the next one, be sure.